Generic greetings and welcome to Sid Meier's Railroads once again. Today's beverage is coffee black, no sugar, just how I like it, although a bit of a shame it's going cold already, so I may have to drink this quite quick. Although inevitably I'll forget about it like I do a lot of the time. Anyway, Sid Meier's Railroads game I haven't played in quite some time, and the reason I'm firing it up, well, if I need an excuse, which I don't think I do, but it's because I've been reading about other train games, Mashinki and Railway Empire. It's good that we're seeing new train games come out, although I have no idea what they're going to be like, but I'm hoping for good things. Either way, let's go to single player, and we're going to try the Rivers Run map, which is a multiplayer map, so it's not based on any location, scenario, or landmass that's already in existence, although maybe out of randomness this does exist somewhere in the Amazon or something. It's a bit weird with all these rivers, but whatever. It's a multiplayer map, so it's not based on any particular area, but it does have the economy, and trains are based on Great Britain, so we'll have the pound, and we'll have a couple of trains from that era going from 1850 to 1970. So yeah, well, everything else on default, let's just click OK. But as I said, it's good that we're getting new train games at some point. Hopefully, they will be good. Anyway, so we are down the bottom here. This is the Port O' Reds, and we need... this turns steel into bombs, and we can get steel from here, because there is a smelter there. And the smelter can get iron from there. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so let's do that straight away. Let's get a railway line going up to there. Although, as you can see, if I went straight there, it would be a lot of money. So maybe it's best if I go to the top like so, and then straight across to there, and then around. Whatever, well, that's what we'll have to do. And then we'll go to that area like that, and then what we'll do is we'll shove down a station. I really like the toy boxy feel of this game. It could actually be done in board game form, I guess, because the way that it's sort of token based, you know, you have a certain amount of essentially just symbols, so like passengers, mail, other things like that, and it's sort of conversion. It's very, very readable in that sense, which I think is why I like it so much. Anyway, we'll put another line in there, so we'll double track that, and then what we're going to do is head down to the colliery down here, which will connect up like so, and we'll have the coal seam getting mined out. It's a bit stuttery, this game, for some reason at times. Let's just say max it out, wait until full, go back, and then we're not going to clear the track because it's such a short distance that it'll actually take more time to clear it than anything else. So once that's done, we will then send our train back. What I'm going to do first is sell some of our stock, because what I want to do is do a bit of insider trading and buy out this steel mill, although inevitably Charles de Gaulle, Napoleon III, and Cornelius Vanderby, or Belt, I think it's Vanderby, will probably try and outbid me on this one, because they tend to be quite horrible at times with that one. At least it's not Bismarck or Rothschild, those are the worst. Anyway, what else have we got down here? We've got pretty much nothing as far as I can tell. It is, I mean, it's a nice place to take the dog for a walk or whatever, or just get a bit of fresh air, but there's no industry, so we can't transport anything. We've got a beef company there, we've got a sheep pasture there, and quite honestly, this city, Christiania, it does turn... Mayor of Freeman Solicits Railway. Well, I'm not going to go anywhere near Freeman. Well, I say that, I don't even know where it is, and I don't care enough to look. The pasture here turns the nitrates into medicine, and only bigger cities or a hospital require medicine, so none of it's required. Okay, fine. So I don't really care too much about that one. What we'll do is that not getting filled? It is getting filled, but it's just taking quite a while. I want to start to get... how do I want to transport this? Is there any fisheries anywhere? Well, there's a fishery there, and this one... we've also got an opponent there. Actually, they're not... This is a bit worrying. They haven't yet built anything. Shall I see what happens? Because if they're not building anything... We'll end the thing now, because I know it's a multiplayer map, but they generally do play on them. Are they not doing it? Is this just going to be the easiest? Oh, nope, they've started building. Okay, fine. I was wondering, I'm sure that on multiplayer maps they do actually play. I was going to say, we've played on ones before. Anyway, so we're going to take all of this iron into this. This is our steel mill, which we do own, which is good. Obviously, you get a lot of profit, 18 grand or 17 grand per carload, 16, it's going down as we go on. But we're also getting 3,200 for the processing of the steel. We're going to then buy the war factory again, another bit of insider trading here. We know that this thing is going to be making a lot of profit because we'll have trains running from Wabash over down to here. So we will go for a bit of a train. We'll send a train going from there. We'll say 4 trains and then go down to there and then we'll come back. We're not going to empty the car, there's no need. What I'm going to do is once this has got to either a town or higher, which it will do eventually because at the moment it's just a village. Once it goes higher, it will then accept passengers and mail, which we do have from here. So it will probably take a bit of both from one side to the other. That's the overall objective, but let's just see how we get on with that one. That is a nice coffee. So we've got the steel coming down. As you can see, it's only got 2 loads of because it does take a while to fabricate, but we will get apparently a new speed record with the 422 Iron Duke, and 39 miles an hour. It's not too bad. Also, it's a downhill. Going uphill, I'm probably going to set another speed record for the slowest train in existence. Right, so cattle company, where can we take cattle? We can take it over to Ellis there, but it is quite a distance, and I've only got 8 grand in the kitty. I'll have to sell some more stock in order to do anything there. I would like this to grow a bit bigger, but it just ain't doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another bit of double tracking like so, and that should do it for now. We will then have this actually double tracked all the way along. We might as well double track to there. I will then connect up this section like so, and then we'll connect this back bit up along to there, which I'll have to sell some more stock, and then we'll connect it like so. That's steep uphill. If I just delete it down, gentle uphill, no, that's not going to happen. Actually, we don't need to go too far in there. We could probably just creep in like so, like that. It's steep uphill. We'll change it down so it's moderate uphill, and then we'll put that in there. Now, that means I'm going to have to then sell a bit more stock to take the train track from here all the way along to there. Now, again, this is going to take more money than I actually have. In fact, that has completely bankrupted me. I've got no more money at all. I don't own any of my stocks, whereas everybody else, they own all their stocks. And also, cotton boom spell disaster for wool makers. Well, I don't have that. That's, not really a big problem. There's another train. That is the 060DX Goods. I only recently figured out what these numbers were. It's the number of wheels per section of train. There's a proper name for it, but like the following little bogey thing in the free one, whereas this one is the 0. There's not the trailing one. 6 is in the center, so we got 6 wheels in the center, and then you got 0 at the front. Whereas you look at this one, that is a 4-2. I believe it's a 4. Oh, is it? No, it's a 2. It's a 2-2-4. Let's have a quick look. 4-2-2. Okay, it goes from front to back. Okay, fine. So, yeah, so it's 4 wheels at the front, 2, and then 2. Yeah, it doesn't matter about size. It doesn't say that. Right, so I've got 85 grand, so that should be enough to get myself one of those in, and then quickly over to the cattle company. We're going to max that out, so wait until full, go over there, clear the cars, and then head back. Obviously, I'm then going to change it so that we have the meat getting dropped off somewhere else, the food. What I'm also going to do is, instead of going through this town, what I'll do is I'll spur it off so it'll come and miss it completely, because we really don't want it going through the town later on during the game. At the moment, not a big problem, because we have got each individual rails and they're not connected up, so that isn't really a big problem. But for later on, we will have a bit of an issue there. Looks like people are selling their own stock. I'm going to start buying out a little bit of mine, because it is very, very, very dangerous not to own any of your own stock, because people can buy it out very, very quickly. Anyway, so as you can see, that's getting full. The cows are actually getting on board. There you go. Not bad at all. And then, oh, look at that. Straight away, what's happened? It is... Who the hell is this? Charles de Gaulle. De Gaulle. The one with the big ute, according to Alolo. He's got he's got a track coming all the way from there, all the way down, and from, was that Russellville? Yeah, into Wabash. And I don't know what he's doing here. I hope he's not taking my steel. He could be taking my steel. He could also be sending coal, but that would not make much sense because there's a miners there, but he'd have to transfer it through that city, and then this one in this place actually demands coal as well because that's got a power plant, as you can see. That's a power plant there. So I'm not really too sure what they're aiming for. Anyway, that still hasn't got into a big city. Is this not on? Was this on slow speed? I think it might have been on slow speed. Current game speed. Currently set at double. Okay, let's keep it on double then, because quite honestly, it's the trains are so slow that's a problem. It's a problem otherwise. Anyway, I'm still buying, let's say, a bit my own stock here, so we now have a decent amount of stock. So let's spin the camera back around to what it was default. And do we want to take minerals from there? We could take the minerals down. In order to do that, we would have to double track. So what I'll do is I'll double track from there to there. And quite honestly, that should probably do it. Then we'll spur off from here and then over to this place here. That is half maintenance cost in all trains. I'm going to place a bid on that one because quite honestly, that is one of the most powerful in the game. Half maintenance cost. For 10 years you have that. 10 years you have that patent. So, boom, job done. Excellent. I have that. So I don't have enough money to build any track now. Oh no, I do. There we go. But anyway, we'll put that in there. We will say a train will go from there. We will have 4, wait until full, go to there, clear the car, and then run back. Cotton boom spells disaster for wool makers. Again, same thing, same event, which is a bit of a shame. Oh yes, look at that. He's actually taking the coal from here all the way down to here, and I'm getting a bit profit there because I own that mill. As you can see now, look, this place has now turned into a town, which is good. I'm going to upgrade this to a terminal. I can't upgrade it to a terminal, but I'll upgrade it to a station. And what I want to do is I want to edit this train. So we will click on that. We will go to modify the train route and cargo, and we will not take 3 steel. We're going to take we'll take 3 steel, 3 passengers, 2 mail, and that should do us for the time being. Have I got that set to full? I don't know if I have. I have not got to wait until full. That is fine. So it's going to go back and forward. Obviously, it's going to be a bigger train, but it'll be worth it. So as you can see, this thing is taking a lot of food over to Ellis, and now that that is sorted, I'm going to edit that train. I'm going to actually edit the train's destination, so we'll delete that. We don't want to delete that one. So picks up the beef, takes it to there. Then we want to drop off the food. Hang on, delete that. Let's delete it altogether. So we'll start there, max that out, wait until full, go to there, clear the car, pick up loads of food, wait until full, go to there, clear the car, job done. That's the cycle. So beef, food, there. What I'm going to do, make sure we're not going to wait until full on the food because people might go there and alter that anyway. So that should do us for the time being. I said I was going to spur around this thing so we don't go through this town, but that's just not going to happen just because of the way this guy's just driven straight through, which is really annoying. But hey ho, it's not a massive problem. You can see this is waiting to get full there, and now it's going to head off. Excellent. The problem now is we need ideally to sort of double track this along the ways. So we'll double track it from there along to about here, and then what we'll do is we'll spur it off there and we'll spur it off there. Ooh, that's a bit difficult. Always best to spur off from the bendy end over to the shorter end. It's just a bit easy for some reason. It just seems to be a bit better. Oh my good grief, it's already becoming absolute chaos, but that should yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's obviously perfectly safe. Look at the amount of things there. That's problematic. Hey ho. So we are going to be able to buy some more stock. Looks like my stock is the most expensive, but not by a great deal. Napoleon III still closing the gap there. So let's go down here and see what the deal is. Actually, you know what I didn't do? I didn't buy out this stockyard, which is something we should probably buy out. Something I think is quite useful, or will be quite useful later on. There's another train that is a 4-2-2 sterling. So 4, 2, and 2. because obviously this is looking at just one side. Job done. So we got 422 sterling, which we will be able to upgrade some of our old trains. So we'll upgrade that, which is, it is a passenger car. So actually, I don't know if it's as good. No, it's actually worse. It's actually worse if it's got a full section of freight stuff. Look at that, it's actually slower. So what we'll do is we'll not upgrade that one. That one is a mixed bag, so that can be that one. And these ones will be... Oh, no, that's wrong. I want to be that train, and that one is already that train. That's fine. Okay. So, we've got all that going there. That hasn't been changed. Up here, have we got anything up here? I don't think we have. That turns fish into food, and the nearest fishery is miles away. Right, so instead then, what we're going to do, we're going to spur this line off here, like so. We're going to come down and around, and we're going to go through this sheep pasture, and then around into this town here, because I want to put that there, then we'll connect up a bit of rail there. We'll take all of the nitrates, we'll wait until full, take it back, and then clear the car, and then come back. We shouldn't really clear the car because it's so close, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, chemical plant, we will start buying that out, because obviously we're going to start making a lot of money here, and then we'll make, we'll be making, I was going to say drugs, but it's, well, I guess it is drugs, but it's medicine is what the game calls it. So we're going to get that, and then we need to send it somewhere. Now, generally, really big cities will require that. However, we don't have any really big cities. So we need to take it. Oh my good grief, why is that? That's got loads and loads and loads of steel, and we're not taking it anywhere. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to alter this line then. I'm going to have a double track from this area going along. I'm going to go to there, and then I'm going to have a bridge that comes along like so. The reason I'm not doing it with a different way is because if you double track it along there, you tend to get a lot of errors, and it's really, really problematic, so I just don't want to do that. So we'll connect those up like so. We will have our dual car, this thing here, we're going to modify that, and we're going to get rid of all of these, and we're just going to say, actually no, we'll get rid of the lot, and we'll say 3 passengers, 2 male. We don't need to wait until full, but then we need another train going from there. Actually, no, we don't. Delete that one. It's from there. Steal. Wait until full. Go there. Clear the car. Job done. Okay, so that's going to go back and forward. Now the problem is that they could get stuck. Oh no, they can't, because of the way it works, because of the way these 2 lines are. They shouldn't get stuck. Although this game is over 10 years old now, I believe. So, yeah, you know, we could have an error. It could be problematic. So, we'll see how it goes. Still bang out my stock. I'm on 5 million, whereas the opponents are nowhere near. Right, so, still getting random micro status here. I know it's probably a bit annoying for yourself. It's about 3 times annoying for me. So, what else? What's up here? Have we got another person up here? We've got, good grief, 2. We've got a cattle ranch and a livestock place, and we've got Gress, which does require... It does require medicine because there is a hospital there. Actually, what I'm going to do is just click on this and see where the nearest place is. The nearest place is... It is actually Gress. So we're going to have to take it all the way there. That's going to be a bit of a trek, but quite honestly, we have the money to make it, I think. Yeah, we have over... We have over 500,000, so we can go across there and into Gress. This is Pullman's Palace Car Patent. I am going to bid on it just to annoy the guys. I don't particularly want it because I've only got 1 passenger car, but we might as well do something with it. Let's fill that up on medicine and then head that over there, and then we'll clear the track and come back. And I'll just quickly bid out, why not? We also want to make sure that this is upgraded, which it is. Our basic one should be fully upgraded, which it is. This one is not upgraded, so we will max that out to a terminal. Looks like he's going to get that car. I don't particularly care too much, to be quite honest. This can go to a terminal. This also has now passengers as well. So, do I want to alter this cargo? That's taking coal from the mineral company. You can see it's actually generating a lot more minerals now. It's mining out a lot more. It does try to up its supply with the demand, so it will alter that. Look at the size of this thing now. It's great. Oh, also, this thing now requires bombs. See that? Because it is a metropolis, they require... It's not bombs, it's arms. So they require arms. So I'm going to actually pick up all of the arms that we are making in this city and send it back. Perfect. That's what we want. Take steel, bring arms back. Money! Right, so buy a bit more stock and we'll start buying out bits of other people. In fact, we'll buy Cornelius. We could even buy Cornelius out. Look at this. He's so skint that he's pretty much got nothing left. So I'm just going to keep buying and buying and buying. And eventually I will own most of his stock. And then obviously I'll be able to get rid. That you can see the more I buy, the more expensive it becomes. Also, he doesn't really do much. I mean, where is he? I don't think I've met him. He'll be over here. He's in the orange. According to that mini map, he is. There he is. There. So he is near. He's got a fishery on the go and other things. So he's doing okay. He's just not doing as well as perhaps he could be. Going to start buying out a bit more stock here. Almost have enough to buy him out. If I buy him out, it'll be quite useful. New fishing equipment nets high prices for fishmongers. Right, okay, this is the good thing. What I'll do then, I'll buy that cannery. Cause more profits, money, cash money. I also forgot to buy the hospital over here. Didn't privatise that. So we might go ahead and do that. And that's pretty cool. Right, so let's keep on buying this. I know this guy's going to try and outbid me at every opportunity, but quite honestly, I think my pockets are deeper. My stock, my overall net worth is 11 million. The next highest is Napoleon's on 4 million. So I think we should have that. Paying a bit more than what I really want to, but hey-ho, let's start buying out... Oh, we can't even start buying out the hospital because I don't have enough cash money. And, oh, it's gone. It's gone. Yep, we pretty much do now. Right, okay. So, we're going to buy that hospital out and... Oh my good grief, look at that. There's 2 sheep farms and 2 cattle companies. What I need to do is see which is worth more. So we've bought that hospital out. Let's go over to, where is it? Goods, and we can see that the prices for arms are higher. The next one is wool is on 19, livestock 18, textiles 22, food 26, medicine 27, right? So medicine is the next highest. So medicine is the way to go. So we want to bring nitrates from these. And then it was, I believe, was it food? Livestock. There's food and clothing. Hang on. So it looks like the next one is steel, followed by food. And where is clothing? Or wool? No, we're not doing wool. It is clothing. Textiles 22. So it's food. Okay, but it is fluctuating, as you can see, based on the supply. But medicine is the one we need to go for. There's a new train. It is the 422 Johnson Midland Spinner. Nice train, very shiny. So we might as well upgrade most of our trains to that. You can see it is simply better than our other trains because it's got a mixed value. So in reality, we don't really need to upgrade these because none of our trains are mixed. We could leave it as is, but you know what? I think I'm gonna do that. I've just merged Cornelius's empire into my own, so ha ha ha! I now own that. And now what I'm gonna do is build in this empty slot a what's this? Halves cost to build tunnels. I'll put a cheeky bid on it. Why not? I'm going to build. I've already got a hospital, but I do need a chemical plant. But I do need 500. There we go. That was also something bad, I think, for me. American beef invasion begins. Increased Yankee cattle, or Yank cattle, imports, lowering demand for prices of local beef. So, good job I didn't go for the beef bonds just yet. But, we can double track, triple track, and this track is going to head off this way. It's going to spur off. And one will go to the back, the other one will go into... Well, actually what we'll do, being a bit cheeky here, you spur off from this end and then you follow it like that, because it means you can have something on that side, you see, and it's not going to block the entire track. If I spurred off here, it means that all of this track here could be blocked off if something's already going through it, whereas now we can happily go past it. So we'll max that out, wait until full, go there, we will clear the train, come back, same sort of deal on this left-hand one, and max that out, wait until full, go there, clear the boat, and then head it back. So, job done. Let's just keep buying out a bit of stock, because we can. So, Cornelius, I now own all of his track. You see on the minimap there, I own pretty much all of the southern parts, apart from a little bit on the right-hand side. I'm not going to bother altering this guy's track. It is what it is. So, now we have a bit of a problem. This is very strange, this. It's a bit of a weird quirk of the game. So, this place requires medicine. There's a hospital here, you can see, look, that spinny thing going around. Yes, it's that old 1891 electric spinning lighting that's a problem. Anyway, you can see I'm sending all of these nitrates there, which will then make medicine. But because this thing requires medicine, you would think it would use it. It doesn't. It doesn't do that. It makes medicine, but it needs to supply it somewhere, or it needs to hand it somewhere. So that has now made medicine. So what I need is a place to then transport medicine to, because it will not accept, or no one will accept it really. This has now got mail, passengers and mail, which is quite good, so we could send that elsewhere. We've also got a fishing company doing not much, and quite honestly that's a bit of a waste, because I'm going to buy that because I might have to do a bridge here. This place here, I'm going to have a track going around and along, because we have a fishery there, so we might as well utilise said fishery. We'll wait until full with maxed out, and then go there, clear the cars, come back. And that's going to be generating food and then sending it over to there. I assume, I don't know. I haven't checked to see what he's got his set up to. I am still buying out more stock here, as you can see. So I now own 70% of Charles de Gaulle's stock. It's going to cost me $3.5 million to completely buy him out, so I don't think that's actually going to happen. But I also need to get... I need to send this... Where can I send this? Oh, easy. I was going to say, where can I send the chemicals, rather the medicine rather, and it's just to the right of me, there, and we'll have a I like the stone one. The size of the bridge is based on the height of it. This is a 440 Claude Hamilton, which is a passenger car. So I'm not going to take much note of it, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to buy out this hospital, and then I'm going to send the chemicals / drugs / medicines to there, and then clear the car. Looks like Charles is trying to buy it. No, you don't. Apparently a new speed record, 52 miles an hour. Very, very good. So, I'm going to send that all the way to Burgess, and then that gives me another bit of industry. So the one thing we're missing out on, we're not doing anything with, is this cattle ranch. So what we'll do is we'll build a stockyard which converts livestock into food. And as you can see, it's a quite simple spur. Look at that. I mean, that's getting fairly complicated, isn't it? Looks quite cool, though. So, from there, all the livestock you want to there. Not even going to clear the car, it's right next door. Fill her up, go back, job done. And then, we need to deliver the food somewhere. This requires food, and it shouldn't be a big problem to have that go from that line up and over. So down along, straight over, like that. Yeah, that's about right. And then we can take from there all the food. We're not going to wait until full because we might as well bring some passengers back, right? The reason for that is actually, you know what we might as well do? If we're not waiting until full, we can do that. No, you know what? No, we can't because of the size of it. I might as well take some passengers instead of maxing out on the box cars. We might as well send some passengers and mail, but not too many because this has got a stockyard in it that I own, and I've got two. Looks like there's an Abbey cannery that someone's trying to buy, so I'm just going to buy it out because, quite honestly, I can. Look at the size of this now. Grass is very, very big indeed. Anyway, as I was saying, yes, this has got two full cattle ranches sending cattle straight there. So obviously that's something I definitely want to get all the food out as fast as possible. Because if I just send passengers and mail, it's just going to take ages to get that out. I'm just waiting for a little bit so I can buy out Charles de Gaulle. We will merge that into my empire because we are pretty much on the winning. Well, I mean, we've won. There's no way of getting about that. Well, look at the size of that. This is our. That was originally a very, very, very small town. Oh my good grief! Extra traction on inclines. I'm buying that. You know what? There you go, mate. There's 200,000 on that. Also a new train. It is the 080 Web Compound. It's a preferred cargo freight, but it does 80 miles an hour, so it might be decent for everything. I'm just checking. Yes, this thing here, Wabash, used to just be a very, very, very small town. But as you can see now, it's massive, and also it's got far too much resources. Look, we've got 12 steel there. We're going to empty that and then fill it up with steel. And even filling it, look, it takes it down to 4. That's going to be full by the time we get back. Wow, okay. So I own almost all of this up here. In fact, I do own all of that up there. I own all of this, this, all of that. Bits down here. Yeah, it's good. It's good indeed. Just trying to get a decent look at all them buildings. Yeah, I'm fairly certain we've won this one. What do we need to buy out? We need... Ooh, there's an electric one. It's an ES1. General Electric announces a new engine. Passenger, 100 miles an hour, but it's 120 grand each, which isn't a problem for me because I've got a lot of cash, although that could have spelled disaster, whatever that was. Contagious disease outbreak. Spurs demand for medicine. I'm pretty sure I've got 100% in medicine. I lie, I'm 70%. Either way, look at that. 60% passengers, 78% mail. I don't even know how. I've only been putting on as a side project. I think we have done a video before where it's based on only doing passengers. We've certainly done one that's only doing freight, so heavy goods. But I don't know if we've done one with passengers. But either way, I've been doing it as a side project, and for some reason I've managed to get more passengers and mail. Although, to be fair, I did buy 2 people out, and maybe they're specialised in that, and that's probably how it worked. But food, I am on 45%, so Napoleon's beat me out on that one. Textiles, nobody's doing anything at all. I'm on 100% arms, 100% livestock. 17% fish, so Napoleon's got loads of that, even though I've got 2 fisheries on the go. Nothing on wool. Nitrates, 81%. Coal, 62%. Medicine, 72%. And steel, 100%. So I've got the 100% production in arms and steel. Either way, I have now got, what was that, 7 million? Yeah, I was going to say let's end the video there, but at the speed at which we're going on this one, we might as well wait for it to finish off because it's nice just to click that buy button and then we get a win. I'm just checking anything over on the right-hand side. There's nothing utilised. I can't see anything. Oh, no, there's another fishery. Yeah, because that guy's going maximum fishery for some reason. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. That's still got 8 food. And is there a train going from there to there? There really isn't, is there? Oh, well, I guess I'll have to do that then. See, I thought that was working. But no, look. He's got the fishery. Where's that going? Oh my god, look at the state of that. This is what the AI's put. One goes that way, one goes that way. They're just going to sit and look at each other until they'll actually go through. We'll see it probably in a moment where the trains will, they'll decide just to sack it off and then clip through. That's the difficulty mode. When you've got the standard difficulty, trains cannot clip through each other. It'll then take a while, and then it'll just think about it, and then once a certain time has passed, it'll go, you know what, we're not going to fix this, and then you go straight through. There is a maximum difficulty mode, which means it just doesn't do that at all. I can happily play on that. I've played the game enough to... I'm pretty much doing that anyway with all of these lines, which is why I naturally spur stuff off. I just realised I can sell that and just click buy out, and job done, we'll say merge, and then job done. So we orchestrate an amazing takeover, which means I now have 100% of all the industry, although it doesn't say it there, but I do have 100% of all the industry. I could buy a bit more of my own stock, but quite frankly, there's no point because we have won. That has been a bit more Sid Meier's Railroads. Looking forward to... a couple of other train games coming out, let's say Railway Empire, and I think that's coming out in 2018, and Shinki, something like that, which is due out in October 2017, so I'll definitely be checking those games out. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.